How's it going, people? And welcome back to the Jumper Punch. I'm Mars, and this is Brown Paper Trades Day 9, the penultimate round or the penultimate day. Deadline day is tomorrow. It's really heating up now, isn't it? Hello to the chat. Scotty Tompkins, perfect segue. Make sure you smash the like button if you already haven't. If you dislike my head, as I always say, hit the dislike button. If you want to join in the convo tonight, live at the time of recording, make sure you join and put your opinions in. And if you're watching after, make sure you put in your comments after. So hit the like button. Hi all. Hi James. Hi Rob. Hi Flaggers. Hi Peter. How you going? Charlie Curless. I like it. Where is Zach Butters? I do not know, but I do know who is here. Only Carlton. Hello, welcome, Atush. How you going?
Good, bro. Thanks for having me on. Excited to talk shit about Curnow. So,
an absolute pleasure. I think I got a blood nose, man. I do have a blood nose. It's a bit hot in here. I might have to turn off the fan. It's getting a bit hot. It's getting a bit hot under the collar for Charlie Curnow and myself, man. I've been touting all day what's going to happen to him. Not in a bad way, but what's going to happen to him when we do see him at at the SCG and at maybe Marvel. So, look, let's get right into it. Where do you want to start? I think we'll start with maybe the Buku Kas, and then we'll edge our way into the Charlie Curnow trade.
Yep.
Is Buku going to get completed? What do we reckon? Do you think it's going to get completed?
It's looking more and more unlikely because our focus is offloading Curnow now, right? We offered them, or we didn't offer, but we tabled pick 41. They weren't too happy with it. They want like a pick 20 to 30. Is that worth it for Buku? Pick 30? Because he's not even in the starting 22.
Well, I don't know. We don't even have pick 30, which is we've got pick 10. We've got pick 22 as it currently stands. And if Charlie Curnow does get traded in, we'll probably have their pick 11. And then we've got pick 54. We've got pick 6 and 7, 67, pick 72. And then we got some futures in 2026. We've got we got our first round pick in 2026. So, well, if the Charlie one goes through, and I think it all stems on Charlie, to be honest. If we trade him in, Buku probably comes in for maybe a second round pick next year. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting one. I don't know if Buku will get done. I hope he gets done. Maybe they'll find a way to get it done. I don't know. I don't know how they edge into that.
If Buku doesn't come, does that mean we keep McGovern?
Well,
yes. Think so, right?
Well, yes. Yeah. I think we'll offer him a contract. And yeah, I mean, he spots up for grabs anyway. We'll probably see Harry Dean come in. And I mean, how many games does he get next year?
I don't know.
Maybe injuries.
Yeah.
Something like that, and probably get him some games. Look, I think you're always going to get a game of footy. Even if you're on the list, you're eventually going to get a game, but to injuries or just out of form players. But look, if Buku doesn't come in, I think we've got adequate cover. Harry Dean, Lockie Cowan. We know Newman comes back as well. McGovern will keep for the year, and then So look,
we've always got Lewis Young as well. Two jumper Lewis.
Two jumper Lewis, mate. He's the best swingman in the game. He's got the best set shot in the game. 75%, man. 75% set shot accuracy. Better than Charlie's 44. They don't lie, bro. They don't lie. But we will. I mean, why are we all here? Why is everyone in the chat? Charlie Curnow. Now, this thing is heating up. They've just come out on the agenda setters and said that Carlton only knows about Sydney's offer through social media. Now, is there a bit of gamesmanship here? Probably. What do you think of them wanting our pick 22?
That's dumb. That's not happening, bro. Like, you're getting a contracted dual column medalist, right? We're not giving you picks back. Maybe we'll give you like a late third future or something, but you're not getting pick 22 and Charlie Curnow for what you're offering. If they throw in, I don't know, 2 futures as well on top of what they've already thrown in, maybe, but not a chance.
Yeah, I don't like what apparently has come through via social media. Well, that's what they've said is that Curnow, that Sydney have offered Carlton, we've offered Charlie Curnow. Pick 11, we get 2026 first round, the Florent and Will Hayward. So look, as we'll speak, touching on last night with Paul, is that I think it's more than adequate. I think it's feasible. Look, do you want more for him? Yeah, of course you want more for him. It's Charlie Curnow. It's 60 to 70 odd goals a year going out of your team. But, can you stand for him, and will he be welcome back to the club if it wasn't to eventuate? That's the real possibility too. But I don't think that's going to happen. But what do you think?
Look, if he does come back, I don't, because that fucks up the culture, right? Like that's one of the most. That's why Sydney was so careful with offering Hayward and Florent, right? Because if they don't want to leave, what does that do to the locker room, right? Because if you bring in this big star and you kick out two of their mates, that's not good for culture at all. And honestly, with us, I don't see Curnow coming back. I've been saying this for 3 weeks. I don't see a world where he stays. You can't kick and scream to get out and use your weasel manager, to like put shit in the media. Like we'll talk about him going to Sydney, right? That was planned. Like that wasn't he knew the cameras were going to be there. His manager was in a car with Dean Cox beforehand. Like he's wearing his clothing brand and shit. Like honestly, it's just bullshit. I'm sick of it. He cannot come back to the club at all.
I don't know how the players would. The players would probably take him in this day and age. They're all fucking best mates and they all understand how it goes. But I'll tell you what, if he comes back, which I don't think is happening, good luck. Every touch he gets in those first couple of rounds, mate. I just can't see a way back for him now. Now, is his management trying to pivot? Are they trying to poison the waters between us fans, meaning us fans, and Charlie so he can get his way out easier?
Yeah, he definitely 100% for sure. And I feel like a lot of people, it's not taking the bait because it's there, right? Because it's not like Charlie isn't telling his manager to go and, muddy the waters or whatever. It's his directive. His manager's not going out on his own. So it's just like a level of disrespect. It really is, because we've stuck by this guy for 7 years. Like if you go back to his draftee, he was drink driving, was he not?
Yep.
Right? And we drafted him anyways. Not a lot of people would take that chance. Right? And then we stuck with him after like 3 years on the sidelines, him playing basketball and doing his ACL again. Like that's not, we've given him so much opportunity. And yes, he's come back, and yes, he's one of the best forwards in the competition. Yes, he basically, that 2023 season wouldn't be possible without him. But no one's bigger than the club. We gave you this opportunity.
100%.
Right? And that's why people are upset. That's why a lot of people are upset, because it's not necessarily that he wants to leave. Bro, if you want to go, you can go. If you want to go, if you're going to live in Sydney, go live in Sydney. I don't care. But the way that the news has broken and the way it's been handled is just not the way that you do it. Right? You look at like Petrarca last year. That was messy as well, but at least he came out in front of the media and said that he wants to leave. We have heard nothing from Curnow himself.
No,
we've heard bullshit from him. We were like,
course.
I'm going to stay, guys. I'm going to stay. Fucking.
Well, we've heard through other people that he wants to get out of the club. Mate, he's hanging. I know that his business partners with Bailey Smith and that, but when you're sitting in opposition territory and having a dandy old time and drinking their wine, eating their cheese on their charcuterie boards, it's not a good look, and it's a hard thing to earn, which is respect, loyalty as well. So as soon as you tarnish that, I think it's very difficult to find a way back, meaning the fans like us, like the faithful. And I've said it all along, and we've all said, is that you want 90,000 behind you, screaming and roaring behind you, but when it's against you and you're getting booed out of the place, and when he goes, he knows that how, I wouldn't say feral, but how dirty we can really get. We can get really dirty on you. We can get really dirty on you quickly. So, look, he's made his own bed now. He's stayed quiet, or he hasn't stayed quiet. His management has murked the waters pretty early on, trying to edge for a move, trying to play heel now, as, speaking WWE sense, now that he's happy to be the heel. We're the baby face now. But I think the way that it's come about has been, I'd say it's disrespectful to us, to be honest.
For sure. 100%.
Yeah, I like, there's a way to go about it, and there's a way to go for a move. There's a way to work with the club in behind closed doors, and then eventually it comes out. But the way that it's eventuated, yeah, I've actually felt hurt by it. Is that now that you want to go, good luck. I said good luck. But I tell you what, you're going to get the most toxic version of me towards him. The most toxic. Not meaning like I hope like something bad happens to him, but I hope he doesn't succeed where he goes. You know, when you wish, you know, maybe an X on and you go, yeah, good luck for the future, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But not now. I'm actually filthy with this bloke. He put pen to paper till 2029. It's not like he's Petrarca. He's won a norm. He's won a flag. He's brought joy to a club that's, you know, 30 years in the doldrums, up and down. He's done nothing. All right, yeah, you won 2 Colemans. Good on you. That's individual awards, but your debts are paid when you've won that premiership. So I'm livid. I'm livid because he's a fucking sook. So excuse the language, but he's a fucking sook. So it's what he is.
You know what? You just mentioned before he hasn't won a norm. He hasn't won, you know, premiership. Nothing. He hasn't done much in finals. He's had a pretty weak finals campaign. It's been all right, but nothing crazy. We gave him that contract. Yeah, we gave him that 7-year contract on a mil, like he was a premiership player. We treated him like he is a premiership player, right? We've given him the keys to the club, but we named the membership package after him. So
we're putting him in the leadership group, bro.
Yeah, and that's another thing that gets me dirty. If it was any other player, like I don't know, like you can look at TDK leaving. He's leaving for money, right?
Yeah, but that's free agency. And he was always going to go for 1.8. Huh? The dollar signs always light your eyes up. So yeah, it is what it is with that situation.
Like I'm dirty with TDK, but not as much as I am with Curnow. Not just because he's contracted. Being contracted is one thing halfway through a 7-year contract, but because he's a vice captain of this club. He's on the same tier as Wiedering and Sam Walsh. You're a vice captain of this club. You're supposed to represent, you know, the Carlton spirit. You're not supposed to leave. You're supposed to, you know, fly the flag. You're supposed to stay when it gets tough, which is what he said when he re-signed in 23. He said, you know, I'm with a really good group of guys. I'm really excited to win the next flag with them, right? He said he's here for the hard runs, like the hard yards. Clearly fucking not. It got a bit hard, right? We had 1 off year, 1.5 off years. You can cut the second half of last year. And he's like, nah, I want out. I want to go to Sydney. The Melbourne bubble is too much for me. Bro, where was the Melbourne bubble like in 2023 when you were the hottest star in the AFL? Where you didn't mind it then, but you mind it now? It just reeks.
When he's getting bobbleheads made out of him, he's selling the most merch. You know, when he's up in limelight in the stars, it's all glory, huh? It's glory, glory, glory. But when it gets a bit tough, and everyone knows how I feel about Michael Voss, and I don't like his coaching style, and I don't like the way he plays football. But the way that he has disrespected Michael Voss as well, it disheartens a group as well. Now getting rid of him, I mean, okay, you have a bust up. Work on it. Why did you have a bust up? Why did it happen? There's always a cause, and there's always how can we fix it? Can we get better? Is there a solution to the problem? I feel like he's just had a bust up over maybe we don't know what it is. There are murmurings of what it is, but he's had a bust up, and why can't you're a star player, yeah? And this is what Paul says too. You got to manage the egos, and maybe Michael Voss couldn't manage the egos of the bigger players. So maybe it says a lot about the club at the time, and now it says a lot about the player as well and the coaches. So it's all byproduct of each other, right?
Yeah.
But the inability to work it out, and you could see it all year. I mean, his attitude, it just stunk. He stunk the joint out. Like there was go.
Halfway through the year, you could tell this year something was off from pretty much the start. Like this wasn't. He came in and he was undercooked, right? Like he came in off a knee surgery, whatever. He wasn't 100% ready, but his heart wasn't in it. You could tell his heart wasn't in it at all. It's completely different. And when you're at that point where you're halfway through a season, you start, you know, throwing a fit, whatever. I don't trust you after that. I don't trust you to stay. Like I don't like, especially on that much money and that leadership role. It's disgusting.
Oh yeah, I agree. Rob Davies, make his manager fail. Charlie will trade him too. Fuck the managers. Weenus ×2. Charlie has done everything in his powers to eliminate Carlton's leverage. Well, I think we still hold the cards here. Do we hold them as strongly as we did if we were to trade him, like properly trade him and not just force his way out? Well, maybe not. Maybe you do lose a little bit of leverage. Track and field, only Carlton in his peak years. I think it will 24. Naz Sibai. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I would not trade him. This guy is a marketing machine. He will be fine. And again, it's always about the marketing, is it? We're just a big marketing machine. I think marketing is when you win on field as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
we
can.
Marketing? Huh? Do we need marketing? We're Carlton. I mean, we make stars. Yeah. He's a star because he plays for us. If he played for St Kilda and kicked like 60 goals, look at Max King. Max King kicked like 60 goals a year not that long ago. Who the fuck cares about him?
No one. He's injured now on the sidelines, but no one.
He's a star because he plays for us.
Correct. Sam Singarella. Well, the monogram behind me makes you, mate. Not the number on the back. I believe we're never going to get more for him than right now. And I think behind doors, Graham Wright wants this to happen. Just need to. Well, I think it is going to happen. I think it's all just toing and throwing. I think it's all bullshit. I think it's just all for media, all for cheap clicks, all for cheap likes. It's to get people to watch like tonight. And they appreciate everyone in the chat as well. Make sure you smash the like button. Helps out a lot. Blue Bagger, signing a contract now means nothing if the players can do as they please. Well, it just gives you a bit of bargaining power. That's it. I mean, you can future-proof yourself with draft picks in the future. Or you can get some players as Ollie Florent and Will Hayward have been touted. I mean, what do you make of that? I don't know what they're on. We got no clue. But I'm saying what, high 700-800s, both of them?
Yes. So Hayward's reportedly on like 758. That's like the price. I don't know if I feel like, okay, it's Hayward. Cool. I'll pay that, honestly. But Ollie Florent, this is a guy that played VFL for most of the year.
Yep.
Right. And Sydney didn't have the greatest year. They're not a stacked team. So Ollie, like, I'll take Ollie Florent. Cool. You want to chuck him in the trade? Chuck him in the trade. I'll take him. Maybe you can play halfback, depth,
Yeah.
But I'm not paying Ollie Florent any more than 600K. Like, one of the big things for me, for getting rid of Curnow was it would free up the salary cap. Right? I don't know if we have salary cap issues, but it's $1 million a year cleared up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if we get Hayward in at 800 and Ollie and at like 5, 6, it's a bit worrying. But again, it's just something you're gonna have to deal with. I'm sure Nick Austin knows what he's doing. I'm sure we know what we're doing.
I agree. Unfortunately, Warner and Gordon will be hitting him lace out. Well, probably, yeah. He's a rat. He has no loyalty to the fans, self-centered. I completely agree. Naz again. Bryce Gibbs did the same thing. He ended up staying. We can resurrect this situation. Well, Bryce Gibbs was a bit of a different one. He was open to a move.
Yep.
But he was open to staying for another year if that meant facilitating a move the next year. So that's what happened. And it eventuated to be worked out well for us. Terry, if he stays, would he be the first player to get booed by the club's own supporters? Imagine him at Carlton and Sydney game and we both boo him when he touches the ball.
Hey, we booed TDK this year in the Brisbane game. I don't know if you remember, we gave him Bronx cheers because he actually hit a target. So
we did. My son has his number on the back, the bastard. I mean, yeah, we're all going to put a number on the back, but at the end of the day, you support Carlton, not Charlie Curnow, do you? Frankie, Mitch Cleary reported we are still yet to receive a formal offer from Sean's for Curnow. Again, I think it's all bullshit. I really do. Charlie equals Disney. I like seeing all the comments there. I wonder how many people he's gotten offside. Mate, kids don't really, they can't comprehend maybe they can actually. No, I lie. Is that, kids, imagine telling your kid, oh, Charlie Curnow's leaving to your daughter or your son. He's their favorite player. I mean, what do they think?
I reckon they'd be sad, but they wouldn't be angry. They wouldn't be upset like us. They'd be sad because he's leaving, he's my favorite player. But when I was a kid, I didn't care about players leaving. Like, I remember when I was like 6, 7, that wasn't planned. But like when I was around 7 years old, I didn't care. Like, I didn't really, like, I watched footy, but it's a different type of connection when you're older. Like the connection I have now, like Curnow leaving, actually, I'm cut. Like, as much as I'm angry and, I'm talking shit about him, I am cut. Like, I'm really upset that he wants to leave because regardless of what you think of him, I know he's pretty much desecrated the club this year in the media, whatever. He did bring us that 2023 run. A lot of it was because of him. It wouldn't have happened without him. But he kicked 81 goals in a year.
Of course.
So it's just like a mix of balancing it. But yeah, I'm not surprised a lot of people are dirty.
Well, yeah. I mean, as I said, on average, you're probably losing 60, 60s. I mean, he's only kicked over 70 once in his career, yeah? But we know that there's not the potential. We know what he can do, and it's not just how many goals he kicks, how many goals he can create too. He could create his own work off the ground, sets a lot up. Well, did up until this year when he was bombing them from 60.
Yeah.
Which is pretty. I mean, that said a lot too when he had a lot of players that were open and he's wheeling and going from 60 and not looking first, and then if there's nothing there, then yeah. But I don't know. I think he's lost all trust in we've lost all trust in him, and I can't see a way back anymore. I can't. I know we harp on about it, but there's no way back for him. He's burnt the bridges. People say there is. Some people say that there is, but I don't think so.
Nah, not a chance. Like people bring up, Gibbs, right? There's a comment before they brought up Gibbs. Gibbs wasn't like he wanted to leave. He was open to leaving, but he stayed and he played the year, and he actually had a good year, even through the year when he wanted to leave.
Yeah,
I don't trust Curnow to do that. I don't think he's as much of a professional. I don't. And you got to think of it from the player's point of view. Like you look at someone like Chincotta. Shout out Chincotta. He got delisted. He wanted to stay. I'm sure there's a bunch of you look at McGovern. I'm sure he wants to finish his career at Carlton, but he can't. He's getting pushed out. What do you think that does to someone? Like when McGovern sees Curnow kicking and screaming to get out of the club when he has a 4-year contract in front of him, $1 million a year. Yeah, it's the dream, right? You think of the other vice captains so like Cripps watching Doherty retire, right? That must have hurt. When Doherty was talking about, I really wanted to win the flag, but I couldn't. My time ran out. When Curnow's there and he's not taking his job seriously, his captaincy role seriously, you think there's got to be a disconnect between the players. Some of the players aren't going to be happy for sure. And so, but it's those relationships that matter the most, because without chemistry, bro, you can have 22 individuals on a team, stars. If they don't align and they don't play properly, it doesn't mean shit.
Travis Wilcox says, I keep going back to the Cripps and Wiedering interview. If they don't want to be a Carlton, then go. Let's just get what we can and hope he doesn't. No, I want to verse him. I actually want to verse him, and I want Wiedering to absolutely clamp him. Because when he clamped, when Charlie's getting clamped, he stinks it up. Doesn't want to be there. And I can't wait until that happens at Sydney. But there is another hypothetical that are Geelong going to be back in?
I don't think so. Well, it came out we asked for Sullivan, Neil.
O'Sullivan, yeah, Connor O'Sullivan, yes.
Yeah, Connor O'Sullivan, Shannon Neal, and Ollie Dempsey. And they just said no.
No. O'Sullivan is going to be a very good defender, but it's going to be an interesting one. He kicked 20 goals against North Melbourne, West Coast, and Richmond. Yeah, fair point. Do we reckon the Buku deal gets done? Well, I think it all got to do with charliecurnow, maybe. So maybe I think it's looking a bit unlikely now, to be honest.
Yeah, it depends heavily on the Charlie deal.
Those deals get tied up pretty early on, I think. Well, that you see always.
Yeah. Well, I mean, CJ wanted out ages ago, near the start of the trade period, and he's just leaving now. Like, he's just linked with Melbourne now. So I believe it can happen, but I think it's really dependent on the Charlie deal and how that goes.
I wonder what they're I know it hasn't got done yet, but I wonder what we're asking for. Or if Sydney is just about that pick 22 and they're hard stuck. And if they're not, well, you got to drive a hard bargain and say no.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's Charlie for all those. Maybe a pick back, but I'm not giving up pick 22. Not a chance. Not to them. Why do they get to win in the future? Like kind of win in the future as well. Why?
Well, they're getting their next star, right? They've always had a star full forward. Like they've had, the Locketts, Buddy. It'll be Curnow. But I wouldn't be surprised if Curnow goes there and he kicks 100 goals a year. I wouldn't be surprised if he cracks the ton. I wouldn't be surprised though, bro. He kicked 80 after like half a good year for us in 23.
No, I'll have a the fucking slab or a blue label bottle on there. He won't even get close to 100. If Jeremy Cameron can't get close to it, this bloke ain't.
Yeah, that's a good point as well.
Who knows? Who knows? We've seen weirder things, haven't we?
Yeah.
But if we do go. Sorry.
Plus, the SCG won't suit him at all. Rocco Moro I didn't read your comment, Rocco Moro, I promise. But the SCG doesn't suit his game style. He's never played a good game at the SCG. So that'll be interesting how he goes there. I think he's going there and he thinks it'll be easy. It won't be easy at all, bro. Like, Sydney have a really good culture. Their fans are really demanding. So if he thinks he's going to go there and, be the star and fuck around, it's not going to happen. Not at all.
Well, it's more expensive. Well, Sydney is more expensive than Melbourne.
Yeah.
Good luck to your lot. Oh, I mean, it doesn't matter. He's on 7 figures anyway. What does he care? And he's got about 45 businesses and good on him. But there was actually one comment before. I got to go all the way back, right? I got to go all the way back. Here it is. Stefan in Cantalupo. Pay your bills, Curnow. If only everyone knew. I know I've been touting that on my Instagram or on the TJP for a while. But make sure you pay your bills, Charlie and Ed, to that extent. So if the deal gets done, right, just hypothetically, it gets done tomorrow, 1 o'clock in the day. Because what time's the shut? 5:30 or 5 o'clock?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. So pick 10 we have already. We have pick 22, Jack Silvani, compensation. Say we keep that.
Yep.
We get pick 11 back. We've got pick 54, then obviously picks 6 and 7, as the meme is. Pick 72, and we've got some other late picks, right? So we have currently 2,495 points. Now, got well more than enough for Harry Dean this year and Jack Eisen, and maybe trade up into the draft, maybe getting rid of, I'd say they'd probably trade out pick 10 and go into next year's draft for Cody Walker. And then we've got their first round pick next year as well. So we'll have more than enough picks, right? Do we make a play for Butters this year or Humphreys? That's my next question. When this deal gets done.
I don't see Butters happening this year. I think Butters, because he's out of contract next year, right?
Correct.
I think it'll be a free agency player. I don't think a trade will happen.
Yep.
Humphrey is one that I'm actually really looking at because I think that can happen this year, this trade period. I really think if the Curnow deal gets done and we offer them some picks, because Gold Coast are not good traders at all. Like they traded Buderick and they gave away
Buderick,
like some Buderick, and that was a shit trade. They lost that for sure.
To the
I can't remember the specific. Yeah, to the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
So Humphrey wants to come back as well. He does want to come back home, right? He's homesick. He met with Melbourne. He wouldn't have met with the Melbourne bosses if he didn't want to come back. So wouldn't be a more perfect place for him to come back than us. Because I think he'd thrive in our position, in our squad. He wants to play that deep forward to mid role. Sorry. So, and that's kind of what we need. We need a player that does that. So fit right in, play 23 games.
Yeah, well, if we were to get their first round, so because we do need a first rounder for next year. Having said that, where do we finish next year as well? So we've probably got ourselves penciled in from let's say a real high ceiling of next year is we'll say 7th to a low point of let's say 13th, right?
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that you've got Nick Austin, you've got all those power brokers in there that are are calculating where we finish next year as well and points wise. And they're also saying what picks we got. So from the Charlie deal, where I'm going to is that do we give 2 first-round picks straight to Gold Coast for Humphreys this year and try and pry him out this year? I mean, it's going to be it's a tough deal because you have to try and manufacture Dean, Eisen, and then Cody Walker next year as well.
Yeah. Look, if there is I know nothing's guaranteed, but if there's a guarantee that we're good for Eisen, Dean, and Cody Walker next year, and we can give away 2 first picks this year, I'll do it. Because we have pick 10 and 11, and we have 22. Is 22 a first-round pick? I'm guessing not.
22, yeah. Oh, well, it's a later, but I think it goes up into the band of 19, I think. Or did it go down from 19 to 22 because of few? I think so.
Yeah,
but it's just outside first round.
Yeah. I'd do it. I'd take it. I'd offer that. I don't know if
But whether they're going to take it, probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
But
And I think that's going to be like a Bryce Gibbs deal for them. Is that he wants out? Well, he doesn't. I don't know if he wants out, but he wants to come back to Melbourne and he's happy. He's open to a trade back down, but it's whether that Gold Coast want to let him go.
yeah,
So
probably. When's he out of contract? When's he out of contract? Is he contracted for a while?
I think he's 28, if I'm not mistaken. Someone correct me on that, but I think it's 28 or 29. It's one of those.
So a while. Okay. Look, that'd be a great deal to get done. We all agree that Humphrey would kill it for us.
He's something that we need, definitely. Terry Mastoros, a nice Greek name there. Port will probably match our offer for Butters next year. Yeah. I mean, how high do you go for Butters next year in free agency as well? Because there's going to be a lot of suitors for him. People are going to come out. They're going to throw the money at him. He's going to command, let's say, 1.2 plus, maybe 1.4, something like that. So he'd be in demand. And there's not many next year in free agency as well. I've had a look. I know there's Zach Bailey and that, but there's not that many. I mean, you got Lockie Neal, but they're all oldies. These two are probably in their prime years as midfielders as well. So I don't think there's not much for this year and next year, to be honest, in free agency land. So, and to get it done, that's why we saw the likes of who was it, Ryan, and everyone went to St Kilda at the end of the day.
Yeah,
everyone. They swallowed everyone up.
Chuck money at them, bro.
I know, that's it. But if you don't have the money and you got bad deals, well, then you can't chuck money at anyone, can you?
Yeah.
How sweet it is. Mark my words. Will Hayward will be better for Carlton than Charlie-Curnow in 2026. Severely underrated. I think it gives us it proposes a different dynamic, a different way we go about footy, a different look. It probably opens up a bit more options instead of directly kicking onto the two big boys' heads every single time. So yeah, you lower your eyes. And Will Hayward's he's not bad above his head as well. Not that you want to play that way, but he's not bad above his head. And I think we have to come to the realization is that the only key forward we have now is Harry Mackay, and then maybe Kemp coming back as well. That kind of straightens you up. But look, Ainsworth, Hayward in. I mean, are they going to bring 40 goals in next year just off averages? 100%.
Yeah, for sure. That's the thing as well. Like we brought up Moneyball a couple of weeks ago. I think I was on the show.
Yeah.
That's what we need to. We need to replace if Curnow kicks. So let's say he averages 50 goals a year, right? We'll just set that as an average because he hasn't kicked 80 and then he kicked 57 and then 57 last year.
Yeah.
I think he kicked 61 in 2022.
Correct.
If Ainsworth comes in and kicks 25 goals, right? Let's say 1 goal a game, and then Hayward kicks 30 goals a year, right? Just about 1 goal a game. Bro, we can replace these goals easily. Like they're not hard. Well, like I understand the argument that key forwards don't come out of thin air, but not every team has 2 key forwards, and it doesn't work for every team either. It clearly hasn't for us. Like I've seen a lot of stuff where Brisbane have 2 key forwards, but they don't. They have Logan Morris and then Ty Gallup, who just came out. These aren't bona fide stars. You don't need bona fide stars key forwards. You do need one, right? I do think having one is beneficial, but you look at like Hawthorn's model. Who do they have? Jack Unston. He kicked like 70 goals a year for him.
And Mitch Lewis.
So
he's been injured. I think. Look, there's an argument for and there's an argument against. There's always arguments for and against. It's how you like to play football. Now, I think, would you like 2 key forwards? Yes. There's a type of system and there's a type of mix that you need to make it work as well. Do we have the mix to make it work and the system to make it work at the moment? No, because it's too inconsistent. For me, no. So to see a different forward line set up next year, I think I don't know. It's a bit refreshing. We won't know how it goes until we see it round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can only make your assumptions. I'd say 5 or 6 rounds in to see how that mix goes. I mean, you've got Frankie Evans who came to light towards the end of the year. What did he end up kicking? About 20 odd gols for the year. Set up a whole host of goals as well, he's got a beautiful kick into the forward line. I think Jesse Motlop, as we've been saying, a lot of people want him out of this team. I want him in the team. when a lot of people zig, you can zag. So sometimes, when everyone goes against, and then sometimes you just have to wait. Maybe it's a glass half full approach, not half empty. So look, I think just give him one more year, please. Just give this kid one more year, and just up front. And yeah, sometimes he can go into the midfield. Sometimes, right?
Yep.
Sometimes those would be. I don't want to see him defending down back. I
Nah.
want to see him cheating his way out, running in towards goal. I want to see him cheating. Like those other small forwards, they're lurking, they're waiting, and then once we get it, they're off.
Yeah, like they cherry pick.
Kind of like a striker in soccer, where they do a little bit of work, but it's just dog work. It's fake work. It's all perception. Yeah, I'm kind of jogging. Yeah, I'm making it look like I'm doing something, but you're not. You're waiting for your midfield to win the ball back and go on the out and go back down the other way. And you need players like that as well. You can't. Not everyone is a two-way runner in your team.
Yeah, we got caught up in that this year.
Yeah,
two-way running. Everyone started two-way running. I don't get we're statistically one of the best defensive sides in the comp, but that's because we play terrorist ball. We genuinely have 18 players running backwards. Like the club used to post, and I've said this a couple of times, the club used to post highlights of Jesse Motlop, and they would highlight it, the bird's eye view of him running from the forward line to half back and then running back. Okay, I get it, great effort, good on you, Jesse Motlop, but you shouldn't be in the back line in the first place. What is this direction?
Nah. Seeing him mark it at full back is vomit. Even seeing which game was it? Was it St Kilda? I think it was a St Kilda game at the G, where Charlie marked it a full back, and then he's on his bike and he finished his own work, and he kicked the goal actually at the end. Rocco Morris will be a star, of course. If he already isn't a star, he's already got 2 flags. Vince McMahon, Charles Vince. Fiorini went to Essendon. How big was Mars on him? Yeah, I like Fiorini. I think it's a good pickup for him. He's a handy player as well, good addition to their midfield and on the outside. So I think he's a good player for them. Good pickup. Well done. He kept going crazy on him like he did for Bailey Fritsch. I thought Bailey Fritsch would have been a great pickup for us, to be honest. But if you got Will Hayward coming in, it kind of, if not better, Will Hayward. If not the same, different kind. Goal outputs are similar. So yeah, look, I want Will Hayward now. Now that Bailey Fritsch talk kind of died down, I did hear some murmurings. I know we put the question forward, but look, it is what it is, man. Some things change overnight. You can't get everything right. Go look at the list management. You can't get everything right. You know what I mean? So you can look. You comment on what you see, what you hear sometimes, and it is what it is. Like Zach Butters. No, we're in for him. Who isn't in for him, right? Bailey Humphries, when these names come about, you're in for them. If you can afford them and find a way to get them into your team, of course you're in for them. And of course you're going to talk about it. So, look, I'm not trying to cover my own tracks. I'm just saying that's how it is. It's how it is in the world of sports. Sammy D, how are you? In this year's grand final, one key forward kicked the goal. The rest were small forwards and mids. Yeah, I mean, it comes to the way you set up the ground, how you set up your forward line, how you enter, the style of play. So many variables, so many intricacies to the game of football. I know it's easy to say, yeah, do this, do that, and but look, they do have a lot of pressure on them. But look, the cream rises to the top at the end of the day, as we like to say. Sam Singarella. Everyone's saying a new name could come up in the Curnow deal. It's very unlikely that a new name comes up on deadline day and agrees to personal terms, etc. The crux of the deal will stay the same. I agree. It's got to be the 2 first-rounders this year, next year, Will and Ollie. And again, no one's discussed Ollie Florent. Now, yes, people have been discussing, you're going to take on his contract, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fair enough. The average wage nowadays is what? For a good player is 500K?
Yeah,
600, blah, blah, blah. You're paying extra 100K, let's say 200. Let's say worst case scenario a year. What can he add to our team that we don't already have? I'll put it to you.
Look, first of all, it's depth, right? I know you don't really want to pay a player 600,000-700,000 for depth, but something we lack, man. It's something we don't have at all, especially on the wing. So if he comes, we reckon he'll play what? Wing and halfback, yeah?
Yeah, kind of like what Ollie Hollands is playing now.
Yeah.
You feed his way off halfback into that wing type of role, yeah.
And he is like a good kick. He is a I saw a stat where he's like his disposal efficiency inside the corridor is 77%, which is something
Yep.
we don't have either. So
Yeah, he does take
worst
it on.
case, worst case he's depth and we play him 10 games out of the year, maybe even a sub, right? Best case he's in our best 22 and he plays every game, and we have a new halfback that can replace our Ollie Hollands role and free him up to play him on the wing. Because please, please, please play Ollie Hollands on the wing. I don't want to see him at halfback anymore. The kid can
Nah.
run and the kid can hit targets. I don't know where this misconception of him not hitting targets came from, right? He averages like 75% disposal efficiency and averages 2 turnovers a game, and he averages 20 touches a game. He's not the best kick. I'll give it to everyone. He's not, he's not like a Dan Houston or like a Nick Newman, but he is a good kick. He's a great kick. So worst case, he just frees up space, lets other players play in other positions.
He's kind of, I think he's a kind of similar player to Holland, to be honest. So if you could have him on, I don't know, if you could have him one behind, I think Florent is left-footed, is he not? Off
Yeah.
memory. Is he left-footed? Yeah.
left-footed.
So
Yeah.
look, he brings in experience as well, which 184 games is a lot. He's 184 games of football.
Fuck.
Geez, I didn't even know he played that many games. Feels like only like 120 or whatever. So that's a lot. It's a lot of seasons under his belt. I think he can teach the Camporellis as well how to play football. Chessa on the outside. There's a bit of knowledge there. Yeah, people are going to call him, I know he's a bit how you going type of player, but I think a new lease of life can help these players too in a different system. Probably get stale as well. So I think he'll be a good pickup. He is a bad kick apparently. Okay, fair enough. Florent is a turnover king, so we're getting Blake Acres in disguise, are we? Zealous as a Swan supporter, take the bozo. I think we're going to have to take the bozo, which is Florent can't kick. We don't have another one of those bozos. Well, I don't know. Pull up the stats. If he can't kick, he can't kick. Another one. We just add him. Let's see. Kick efficiency. His kick goes. Disposal efficiency. So 71. That's average AFL. I'm just looking for his kicking. Kick efficiency. So he sits at around 67%. Career 62. So he's a bit under average. So I don't even think we have any average kicks in the team.
Nah,
he's right footer. So thank you for correcting me. Sorry. Can't believe the Campo twins aren't a league kick. Scott was. It's funny. If you go and actually watch them in the twos, they're not the best of kicks, are they? They're a bit pooey. So
but a lot of our players in the twos just aren't good. It's actually scary to think about. Like none of them are AFL ready. Like people were calling for Campo to come in. I don't think he was ready at all.
Or do they develop? Have they developed well enough? Does the game, how it's coached down below, does it help them as well? What are we playing? Are we playing the same way as we're playing in the seniors, which is kind of what you want? You kind of want your twos to play kind of the same mold as the ones, so they know the patterns and the system still. But yeah, this is an interesting one. Rocco Grasso. I did see this come up before. I just saw on Instagram that Cripps and Graham Wright are playing golf with Taron Thomas and his manager tomorrow, LeMayo. Gee, Jesus, that would be interesting. Oh, the propaganda machine will not be happy with that. Jesus. Albeit you can come out and you prove we're going to bring in another one of these players.
Imagine.
When they took down his mural off, was not Arden Street. It's off like Abbotsford Street in North Melbourne because I work down there, and I'm like, it's not there anymore. No, it's gone, man. No, it's gone. What's this? Can't be paying $700K for flankers. Hayward, Florent, and Ainsworth swallow $2 million of our salary cap.
Yeah, but do we have a salary cap issue?
Yeah,
probably not. McGovern's going. Zach will go at the end of next year. I don't think we'll give him another contract. That frees up at least $2 million in the contract space. So I don't think we have a salary cap issue.
Well, again, the averages go up. Everyone gets dragged up from next year or I think it was this year or next year and beyond. So I think the average player wage is going to become like $600-700K, man.
Yeah, but if you're a half decent player these days, you get paid $1 million. Like,
Yeah. I mean, if you're
so
Tom DeConning, you're getting paid nearly $2 million.
yeah, so inflation shit just goes up. So I think we got to change our understanding of what 800K a year means. Like I know back in the day, you know, Cripps was on 800, Curnow was on 800, but now it's just the landscape has changed.
Yeah. I agree. No, there wasn't that one. Paul Matters, Florent is a better player than Newman. Okay. And he is better kick than most Carlton players. He will walk into the current Carlton team. I think he
Paul, are you a
walks
Sydney
straight in.
supporter? Is Paul a
No,
Sydney supporter?
he might be. I think he walks. If you're going to get that player, he walks straight into your 22, doesn't he? You're not
Yeah.
getting that player and he's not starting round one.
No, of course not.
Pablo Pez. Hi, guys. I'm just here to say, fuck Charlie Curnow. I think you hold the same sentiments as the rest of us. What's Yusuf Kurtoglu? Nice Turkish name there. What's wrong with him, though? All he did was slap a... Oh, God. This is what I mean. Taron Thomas that respects me. Imagine. Take Elijah Holland to that golf session. Zach R. The world of the internet. It's a funny place, isn't it? Enzo Valentino. We need pace and skill in the middle. That's what we should be aiming for in any deal for Charlie. Elite A-grade and mids. Otherwise, bad luck. I mean, you pose the question and go, yeah, give us Warner, give us Goulden. They're not doing it, are they?
They're never going to do it. But do we not have enough elite kicks in our own team? Like, if you look at Chera, was he not drafted to be an elite kick?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him.
So I think we just started playing him inside and just ruined him. We made him into like a Hewitt Cripps player. We've done that with all of our midfielders. We've just made him, you know, if they can play on the outside and they can be elusive, you're gonna play in the middle, you're gonna get the hard ball, and you're gonna turn into Patrick Cripps.
Well, that's the type of play. That's the type of style of football that we went to. And did it work? To a certain extent, it worked, but it was inconsistent. Hell yeah, it was inconsistent.
Yeah.
Now they want run and carry. Now they want to make run and carry a priority. So can you go too far one way from you have to find a middle ground.
Yeah, well, you look at our defensive stats this year, right? We were pretty bad defensively last year, and Michael Voss made it like a big thing. It was preseason. He was saying, you know, we want to be better defensively. And we went all the way to just defensive. We've lost all of our offensive attributes. We lost all of like what made us special, bro. I used to watch Carlton, like even last year, and we were exciting to watch. It was like we played good football when we wanted to. And now this year, honestly, but there's been times I've never left the game early in my life. There's been so many times where I wanted to go home because like not only are we losing, we're just being boring, which is arguably even worse. Because we're not playing in a style that benefits anyone. Even if because usually if you lose, you know, you can expose some younger players to a different game style. Like you look at Matty Carroll, that Brisbane game was big for him.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he got thrown in the fire and, you know, he fucked up a little bit. But the next game against Melbourne, he came out and he had a great game. If we don't play with Dare, we're just kind of staying in the same spot. So you got to make the most of losing, as dumb as that sounds.
Yeah, that's a good point. So if we go look at Carlton's potential 2026 lineup, let's say round one, throw a few names out there. So you go from fullback, Lockie Cowan in a pocket, Wiedering. This is what I think it's a SEN or afltrade radio put up. So Cowan, Wiedering, Newman, Sard, Haynes, and Florent. Now, for me, well, where's Harry Dean? I think he'll start round one.
Yeah, I think so too. I think well, depends. Is he AFL ready? I haven't seen much of him. Does he look ready from the highlights you've seen?
He's gonna be a very good footballer.
So
and not even like, and just speaking, remember at the live show, they were speaking to Brad Pierce, and he goes, "This kid, he'll go close to the top 5 in the draft." I mean, people saying, "Yeah, it's a weak draft." Okay, fair enough, but to go top 5 in your draft or close to it, you're a half decent footballer at your age, yeah. So if he has a good preseason, I think he starts. I think he'll start round one. So Cowan, Wiedering, Newman, Sard, Haynes, and Florent. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, It's good, but is it that good? Like, I don't think a defense is the issue. I don't think Sard will start. I may be wrong, but I don't think he'll start next year.
I think he would have retired this year if he wasn't contracted.
Yeah,
because he's end of contract next year.
I hope he finds the yard again. I hope he finds the confidence in his body to. I don't know what it is. After that hammy against Adelaide, I think he lost a bit of confidence to, that explosion, that explosiveness that he has. So I think it really maybe played a part on him mentally. So look, if he can come back, it's all about the preseason, who woos and wows and, those preseason scratch match games as well. I mean, yeah, is it a dynamic enough team? Does Newman start round one? Yeah, he probably starts round one. Florent will start if you get him. Cowan starts. It's the Sard. Nick Haynes will start, and I think it's the Sard position. So we'll be up for grabs. And then you go to the center line, Hollands, Cripps, and Akers. Now, I think with Ollie Florent, as I've been saying, is that it pushes Hollands back up to the wing. And then Cripps, obviously, mainstay. But the Akers position, I want to see that get taken over.
Yes, gradually, like you were saying. Like the natural progression. Chesser.
Yeah, needs to be Chesser. He needs to be pushing him out. So I know he's contracting until 27, is it not? Akers?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got another 2 years with him. Then you go your half forward, you got Will Hayward, Mackay, Ben Ainsworth. And then you got full forward your forwards are Zach Williams, Kemp, and Moya. So I don't know. Where's Frankie Evans? I think Moya probably comes out.
Yeah.
Maybe
I don't think Moya starts.
Evans goes in. Zach Williams, he'll probably get a game. Or because he's on 1.4 next year. I know it's back ended, but that's fucking absurd.
It's not nuts.
It's absurd.
But I think Jesse Muller should be starting, but it's my personal opinion. That list was pretty bad. I saw that SEN list. It was missing a lot of players.
I'm just having another look at it. I'm going, does Kemp start? I don't even think Kemp starts.
I don't know. Well, how tall is Hayward? Is Hayward tall enough to play a centre half forward role?
Oh, no. You probably put Mackay up. This is the conundrum that it brings up now, is that with Charlie going, who is that second key stay type of forward? Is it Moya? Maybe it is Moya over Kemp. And Kemp, I don't think Kemp will start round one. Maybe, but I don't think he will.
I think I trust Kemp because you need a player that'll go up the ground. Because I don't want to see Mackay going up the ground anymore if he's the sole forward.
Yeah, but I think that's just him in his work rate. Maybe Hudson O'Keefe. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, it depends. Is there a bench on that list?
Yeah. Well, so then you got your followers, Reedy, who probably that's going to be interesting. Him and Pinane, Hewitt and Walsh, and then you interchange. I don't think we go with two ruckman next year. I don't think we do. I think it'll be Reedy and what's his name and Mackay that pinch hits.
Yeah, you think so?
up like in when it's four. I think that'll happen. I think that'll really happen. Jagger Smith, Chesser, Chera, and Buku Kas. And Vince McMahon, where's Buku Kas? Mars again forgetting. We started the top of the show with Buku Kas, so we didn't forget him. So just calm your farm. Go back after.
Vince McMahon going hard.
Yeah, he is going hard. Relax, mate. You got a lawsuit to go and answer for, mate. Our back line is okay. We need another great midfielder and another good forward. This is what I agree on: is that we need another good, premium midfielder. If you look at all the top end midfielders these days, bar Geelong, because I don't know how they do it, but you look at Brisbane's and they're just stacked.
Yeah,
they're just stacked. You look at Gold Coast, stacked. Adelaide. Yeah, they can throw in some good names through there. Rankin can throw in the Rochelle. Dawson, who turned into Bontempelli this year, who I think is just a better than average footballer. You know my sentiments on him. Other than that, but those top end teams, they're just always stacked in the midfield. I mean, you look at Brisbane's midfield and you just go, how? Yeah. Will Ashcroft, they signed today, 4-year extension, $1 million a year. I think he's worth more than that, but if you want to win flags, you're going to have to take a little bit of a hit, aren't you?
Yeah.
You got Lockie Neal, McCluggage. You can throw Bailey through there. If a Butters or a Humphrey came in, Levi Ashcroft as well. It's just I think the energizer and we would win the trade period is if they got a Humphrey or Butters. If we got one of them, we win the trade period, I think.
I think we're already winning, bro. Who's
Yeah, I
competing with
think we
us?
are. I think we are. I think we needed to win the trade period this year. I mean, you're not winning much, but you're just winning players. But what I'm saying is that from a list point of view, is that we needed to bring in these players like Reedy, Ainsworth, or Chesser. But so what about if we just end up with Reedy, Ainsworth, and Chesser, and Curnow stays? Do we win the trade period? No.
No,
No.
no, I don't think so. But the thing is, we haven't gone for crazy stars, right? Like this was a complaint that people had. You know, Reedy isn't a world beater. Chesser isn't a world beater. But haven't we complained all year that we don't have mid-level talent? That we're so top-ended that we don't have any B-grade players that'll do the hard work and let the stars be stars. And that's exactly what we recruited. So,
Yeah.
I mean, Hayward coming in would make it a complete trade period. And then Humphrey would just be like the cherry on top. Humphrey would actually make me cream. Like, I love that guy. I
Oh,
want him to come so much. So,
I told you, go watch him. He's
yeah,
he's what we need. He's that type of player. He's real explosive. And once he gets going, hard to stop. He can tear a
yeah.
game apart within
So,
about 5 to 10 minutes.
so explosively. Shout out Mars. Mars actually put me on Humphreys. I didn't know who he was, if I'm being honest. And I watched some
Well,
highlights.
I'm not going to say not many people do. Is that, you know what the thing is? You watch so much Carlton, is that your eyes get drawn to just our team and you rate our list so highly, is that it's good, but it's not that good.
Yeah.
And you finish where you finish for a reason. So, and watching a lot of football over the years and watching Humphrey, develop. Like last year, he was immature, still 20, 18, 19, 20, immature. This year, he's really come of age. I think he's really looked after his body as well, which is the main thing. He's ripped right down, and I think he'll rip right down again, another preseason for him. So, look, his value can only go up next year if he stays at Gold Coast. He can only get better, still 21. World's his oyster. I think he can still play into the mold of a Rayner type, kind of a Dusty type mold, is where he can play that 60-40 split. And I'd love to see him at Carlton. I mean, I'd try the world for him. If it means getting in Cody Walker and bringing in Bailey Humphrey, wow. It's, you got Jagger Smith coming in this year, and then you've got, Cripps, Walsh. It's a different proposition from a midfield point of view. And I know we got Hayward as well, but you kind of start putting your stars to the front and then you go, Jesus, it's a different look, and it's better from the source. Because from the source right now, it's like, it's okay. It's okay. Like, you got the extractor, but it's not like, fuck, wow. Like, remember Carlton's midfields used to be like, wow. Gibbs, Judd, Murphy, even Scotland through there, I know. He goes, shit. And now it's just like, it's good. Don't get me wrong.
It's one-dimensional. It's just really, we win the ball and then we don't really do much with it after that. Right? We're flat-footed hard. So we need someone that can have that, that run and carry, that good kick. Hopefully Jagger's that. Hopefully if we get Humphrey is definitely going to be that. So
I can't wait to go down to training and just watch him go about it. Watch Jagger Smith go about it. And I love watching, who I love watching? Ollie Hollands at training. I mean, I don't get down to training much because I work 9 to 5, but when I do, I just watch him and just go, Jesus, like within the next few years, you are going to be that leader, that you're going to probably be a captain one day. He's got all the attributes. So if he stays healthy, which he does, he plays nearly every game in the year.
Yeah.
I mean,
plays every game, runs like 18 kilometers a game.
Carlton Flaggers 2026, Hayward 186 centimeters, Kemp 192. So look, it's going to be a different look without Curnow, and it's going to take time to getting used to. Like, it's like, fuck, where's Charlie? It's recalibrating your mind now to thinking it's not Charlie anymore. It's Harry's forward line.
Yeah.
What is?
Is he up to it? Is he up for it? You reckon?
Yeah.
Harry, is he ready?
Yeah, I think he regrets his comments of last year. We're in no rush,
bro. Like, that comment was dumb, but it was taken a little bit out of context.
Out of context, If you listen to what he says, he was in and out. But at the end of the day, when you say something like that, people are going to hold you to it. Like we did all year.
100%. You don't say those words. I don't know why you had to say those words. Like, he could have said we take it year by year. I don't know why it's a we're in no rush. Like,
what, Vince? Why are you on my case for? Mars still hasn't been able to name one slow Indigenous player. Do you want me to
Dudley.
name
Dudley from Free.
Dudley. He's probably got like those spider pig feet. You know who I would have loved to have made a move for was Bobby Hill if he didn't have so many problems back in the day. Oh, you know, now that we've heard what Jesus, he's all over the joint. Would you take Taron Thomas? Would you take him? I want to go there actually. Would you take Taron Thomas?
I would, yeah. Bro, if he's a good footballer and I get off-field issues, whatever. But again, I don't think we have the culture to like rein in a player like that. Right? We didn't with Elijah, obviously.
And this is what I'm saying is that if you take Taron Thomas, what does that say about Elijah Hollins? Like,
yeah, I don't think we would.
If they're meeting up with him, who knows? Like, you don't know anymore. You got no clue. Yeah, why they haven't hit a golf? I don't even know Paddy Cripps played golf. Why haven't they hit a golf with Taron Thomas, bro?
But we got to go down there like that scene in The Sopranos. We give Taron Thomas a golf club.
That's a good episode, that one too. And the Petra can't. What did we say? Dean Rioli was slow. There you go, Vince. Isaiah Dudley is more talented than Motlop. You're not gonna like that.
That's just Vince McMahon, bro. Go back to being cancelled, cuz. Why are you here, bro?
Go. Yeah. He sold. Liza, Harry can say some dumb shit. I wish the media don't speak to him much. He's the big galoof.
Yeah,
he's just a bundle of air up in that skull of his, isn't it? Kind of like his Ford counterpart in Charlie Curnow. I can't wait, bro. You don't understand. Oh, you understand.
Yeah.
But the people, they don't understand. I can't wait. Like, I look, you never want to see a star player like that leave. The way he's left, it's just sour. It's sour taste, right? But it's that first date when we see our ex. It's like you're going on a date with your new
you see
girl,
your ex,
and you see your ex, and you fucking putting it over this dog.
But people are saying, they wish him the best. Can't wait for the thank you post to come out.
I don't wish him the best.
I wish him the worst.
Misery and hell.
Yeah.
Misery and hell.
Yeah. Hope he goes there, kicks 10 goals a year. Well, like what happened with Owies, right? Owies kicked 35 goals a year for us. Then he went to West Coast and he's suffering because it's a shit club. Shit Tim Pot club. Just like Sydney.
It's kind of different. Like, we were speaking about it today, like Corey Durden. Like, sad to see him go, to be honest. Like, injury riddled, like killed him. Your best ability is being available, right? But will I boo Durden? Hell no. I'll clap him. Thank you for your services. Didn't turn out the way we wanted to. I hope you do well at Port Adelaide. Not against us, and I hope you don't win a flag before us. But I hope you do well. But Charlie Curnow, I don't hope you do well. Jack Silvani, I don't hope you do well. TDK, I hope you don't do well. All of them, I don't care. And I feel like they were a big cancer in the playing group.
You'd think so, yeah. 100% you'd think so. Well, there is a cancer in the playing group. There definitely was, right? Because if there wasn't, because I made this point before, as soon as Graham Wright took over, so for the first 16 weeks, he oversaw everything.
Yeah.
Right? He shadowed. And then after that Port game where the club got tagged, he took over. He took the reins. They made a whole post. I'm pretty sure they sent an email to members saying, he's taking over now. And after that game is when the players came out, is when Wiedering fronted the media and said, if you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here. And Cripps came out and said it, you're either with us. That's when that mentality came out. So obviously Graham Wright saw something with like a disconnect between the players and he pushed it. He pushed that agenda. So there definitely was something. And I feel like the way that those players have left definitely shows something. Definitely shows that they were.
Maybe because he saw his mate go TDK, he's like, fuck it, I'm out too. Yeah. One of those times, I'm out. Like fucking Jey Uso at the moment and WWE, I'm out too. If Roman's out, I'm out. Type of shit. And then we get left holding the bag again, like always. But you know what? Look at this one, Joseph Lutzer. How you going, bro? Blue Sunday's very own. Trade Charlie to West Coast. Fuck. And give us all your first round draft picks. We'll take them all. And then we'll trade them all for Bailey Humphrey and Zach Butters in one hit.
Just flood the market.
Shaq, Taron Thomas followed Blue abroad. No way, did he?
That's going to happen. We're actually going to get him.
Fucking hell. Well, this person won't be happy. Pat Kindersley, she won't be happy. PK Chewies. I like this one. James, if I see Weeders shake Charlie's hand, I will lose it. All I want to see, I'll just take him to Suplex City. I want him to tackle him and just throw him. Just throw him. Yeah. Just baby, just ragdoll the dog. Just ragdoll. Because that's what, no, he's not a dog. We got to get this out of our vocab. He's a rat.
Judas rat. Yeah.
He's a Judas rat, bro. Turncoat sook. That's what he is. He's a turncoat sook. Siberian Husky, only Carlton. You've lost me if you think Motlop is a walk-up.
Bro, I'm done spreading the Motlop PR. You guys will see next year, all right?
That's it.
I'm going to let him speak for me.
Ends up with like 5 goals, played 4 games, and we're like, fuck, we're holding the bag. So we're buying stocks in Motlop. I'm buying shares. I'm buying stocks. Can't wait for it to just we're buying low stocks, and we're going to lose again.
Yeah, no, it either skyrocket or just go straight down.
I'm ready. C-Pash, as Charlie Curnow, what would be the right way to leave this club? I can't stand how he's handled it, but how else would you have handled it? Him and his
you know how he comes out, that exit meeting comes out and says, yes, I would request a trade to Sydney. And then we'll do everything in our power to get you to Sydney. Yes. Don't come out and be like, you're staying, and don't have your manager go to Bailey Smith and have him offer him $1 or some shit at the round line.
Yeah. No,
that's just fucking
disgusting behavior.
That's how you do it.
He's like a fucking petulant little child. He's not getting his way. Like he's trying to get fucking lollies or something, and he can't get the lollies, and he's kicking up a fuss. Him and his manager. Who is his manager, by the way? Do you like this? What's his name?
Durazio.
Some fucking wog. Typical Italian, mate. Typical Italian. I'm going to put a pig's head in his fucking bed. 93. I don't think Harry and Charlie really get on. We play better with Harry as our main forward. Well, we'll see next year. Brock Gormoro, Polly Farmer wasn't fast, but he didn't have to be. Well, that's fucking legend. Petra Khan, the cancer is the board. That's where the club environment comes from. Priestley did one good thing, gave Graham Wright a job that 100% focused on football. Yeah, 100%. And now I think the club is starting to speak like Graham Wright. The tune has started, changing. And, Davies too. You got to bring in good people. The next ones to go I think the next ones to go are probably Russell. Like, I don't know how he got elevated. Well, I don't know if it's an elevation to the head of development.
Head of development, yeah. Well, I just think
maybe it's a better role for him.
Maybe, but I just think maybe there wasn't anyone available. And I don't think you get rid of the whole coaching department.
Well, you can't, can you? You can't. No. How many can you get rid of? People go, everyone, just get rid of them all. But I don't think you can.
I think as much as we got rid of, we hit the sweet spot. I really am happy with the coaching acquisitions.
There was I think it was 8 off the ground changes. Like, that's ridiculous. In the off season, you never see that. Ethan Whitehill, lol.
You're muted. Muted yourself.
Did I just cut out? I just cut out.
Yeah, you cut out. Yeah.
And now I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I'm salty right now. Charlie Curnow has hijacked this fucking screen. The dog.
Fucking Curnow. It's probably in the chat.
I got you again.
There we go.
Michelle Williams, how are you, mate? She was a trooper on the 24-hour live stream. Weeders do to Curnow what Weeders did to Dangerfield. Yes.
Yeah, fucking drag him down. Yeah.
Enzo Valentino, our players are weak. They will tongue kiss Charlie before the game. I genuinely hope no one goes up to him and shakes his hand.
Before the game, I don't want to see that. After the game,
one. Nah, fuck him. Nah, no one. Because he's walked out on us.
Yeah, but how many of the players share that sentiment? Fucking Blake Acres doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that anymore. And we know that.
I think Wiedering would. I think Wiedering, Walsh. There'll be a couple of players that'll be dirty, but not all of them.
Same manager
Yeah.
as Florent and Hayward too. Interesting. Okay. Sam Edmund just put this one out now. Carlton and West Coast with plenty of work to do on Buku Kas still heading into deadline day. Excuse me. Blues had 41 on the table for days. The Dogs wanted more before using it to acquire Chesser, obviously. Now Carlton are offering F3, which the Dogs say won't cut it either. So future. That's a third rounder. I don't think they will do it either. I wouldn't take that for Buku. Like if I was Western Bulldogs, you're not taking that. Not away. No chance.
No.
He's probably worth a second round, and you can't use that now. Petra Khan. I can't wait for Charlie's apology if he signs tomorrow. There's no apology. I'm not accepting.
He'll have fucking comments off if he makes an apology. That's the kind of man.
Does he have comments off now? Have a look. Does he have comments off now?
Let's check.
If he's anything like TDK, he'd have the comments off. If he's anything like his mate. Eric Dees. You can't get rid of the coaching group or bring great new coaches in when no one knows what's happening with Voss long term. I agree with this sentiment as well. Definitely.
Yep.
Definitely.
He has him on.
He's got him on. Oh.
Yeah. His last post was with Snoop Dogg. I think that's the fake Snoop Dogg from Triple M.
Oh yeah.
So
Dupe Dog. That's Dupe Dog.
Yeah.
Dupe Dog. Talk about a raw ending. We'll keep it for another show, but it was fantastic. That's what Wiedering's going to do to fucking all of them. He's going to do that. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. We clip it, right? We'll put it on, right? We'll make a meme. That's what Wiedering's going to do to TDK, to Jack Silvani, and then Charlie Curnow. All three getting their asses handed to them. Joe Lutzer. For those who watch Blue Sunday, remember that before the last round, I put up the cartoon of the rats jumping the ship. I'm Nostradamus. I think everyone's jumped. How many people have wanted out so far? I mean, is it a max exodus? Would you call it a max exodus?
No,
it's enough.
I don't, not mass. It definitely was an exodus. Look, if you think about the caliber of players, yeah, sure. But a max exodus, like 5-6 players leaving. How many have we had leave? 3. 4.
Yeah.
Durden, I don't count him as leaving. We traded him. I don't think he probably wanted to go back home, but he wasn't kicking and screaming to get out. So mass exodus, no, but there definitely was a big off season.
Who was that? I just saw something there, and anyway, I think it's gone. Something about that. Check Sam Edmund tweet. Yeah, I've already checked that. I already just discussed it. So yeah, the Buku Kas still now becomes. I think it's an interesting one. I want to see him over because then that means McGovern. See you later, but. Look, I don't think is it a win-win? No, I'd like to see a younger player and a better player. I think Buku Kas is a better player, unless you play nearly every game. I can see Nick Newman getting stuck into Charlie. Yeah.
Yep.
Who else? Maybe Lockie Cowan? I don't know if they surf together. Do they surf together? I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure.
Lockie Cowan's got some biff in him.
You didn't do TJP acknowledge me. That's only for the TJP. That's for Tuesday nights, bro. I know it is a Tuesday night, but that's actually I fuck myself. But that's only for Tuesdays next year. TDK had to take the money. Yeah, I agree to a certain extent, but the way he put it off made me sick. Made me sick because I knew he was gone round 1.
Yeah. Again, the way he handled it just wasn't the way. And honestly, TDK is lucky that all these other players have left, that he can get overshadowed by Silvani and Curnow. Because if not, bro, he'd cop it. He'd cop it hard. But again, he's a free agent. I don't even blame him, right? He's a free agent. He took the money. People say, you can't take the money. You can't deny the money. I would have denied the money. It's not like we're offering him peanuts, bro. We're also offering him like $1 million plus a year for 7 years.
It was 1.25 a year.
Yeah. So the money was there. If he wants more money, yeah, sure, go play for St Kilda. He supported them when he was a kid. Go, bro. But don't drag it out like he did. Like, I'm sure he made up his mind after the Essendon game, like after round 12. So don't drag it on. Be honest with us. Be like, I'm leaving at the end of the year, and I'll respect you way more.
But that made me sick. And then the last game against Essendon, when he missed it and he laughed, gave it to him. I hammered him, man. How can you not? Once in a lifetime, financial opportunity, hard to deny. Yeah, but you're still getting paid good 7 figures at Carlton. And I'm sure we could have paid him endorsements. Yeah. Hyundai, you're the face now, or one of the faces. But there's always a way around If you think
Probably-
not, well, then you're in denial because there is plenty of ways around. How many star players do you have on your list anyway? Like there's probably like 4 or 5 on a list nowadays in AFL.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's interesting. It's going to go right down to tomorrow. I think tomorrow we're going to do another brown paper trade live, but we're going to do an emergency meeting style. So if you want to be part of tomorrow night, you can join as well. And if anyone wants to join, show their lovely faces and give their opinions as to our whole trade period and the last day, hoping that Charlie, I never wanted for him to go, but now I want him to go.
Yeah. Look, you never wanted. I never wanted Curnow to go. Like again, misconception. People think I hate him. I do hate him, but I loved him, bro. Like wholeheartedly, I loved him for so long. And it's just the fact that he wants to leave now and the way he's handled it. Like it's just not. You can't respect someone like that. Once you lose my respect, bro, you're not getting it back, and it's just the way it works.
It's hard to gain respect back once it's lost. It's one of the hardest things in life to gain back is trust and the loyalty, but the respect is the major one, and the respect of your peers. A checkpoint Charlie at Bondi. Hope he slips on a rock at Bondi. Can't say that, can you? Lou Felino, is there a chance that Carlton rejects the offer? They probably reject the 22. Yeah, for pick 22. But is it going to get done? 100% is going to get done. 100%. I remember when I got told like halfway through the year. When was it? It's about the May time when I heard that he had a bust up.
Yeah.
And then it got towards halfway through the year, and then they said that he's requested a trade, like he wants to be traded end of the year. And then that when I heard that, I'm like, fuck, you've lost me from here. And that's why I was so dirty on him all year. And you could see the way he played football as well all year. And they're like, bro, the way he turned up into Sydney, bro, disgusting.
Yeah.
Disgusting behavior.
Yeah, he's wearing his fucking clothing brand. Bro, you knew the cameras were gonna be there, and
listen to himself. Actually, no, he can't even listen to him. He's fucking airhead, and he's a sook.
Yeah.
Rocco Moro, you've seen my ugly face twice this year, Mars. That's enough. Oh, you've seen my ugly face twice this year, so I think that's enough as well. Carlton should be asking for Hayward and Campbell. Look, I would love to get Braden Campbell. I think he's a beautiful distributor of the footy, but is it going to happen? No, definitely. They're not letting go of him. And it sucks to think that why can't we get an A grader in return? But maybe we are getting an A grader in return with Cody Walker. And maybe what we do, I'm still holding. It's not even hope because I don't believe in hope, but I'm still holding this belief that when the Charlie Curnow deal gets done, is that we go to Gold Coast or Port Adelaide and throw picks at him.
Yeah,
we just try it. Now we know we're in.
That's the thing. We're getting picks back, and I know we don't want picks, but you can turn those picks into players. We don't have to go into the draft with them.
Yeah.
So,
as we're saying, it's a short-term gain for short-term pain for long-term gain. So again, what I say, like before I think it was like with 4 rounds to go or whatever, and we started seeing all the kids play and all that, and I'm just going, mate, this is going to be like a holding pattern for next year.
Yeah.
And I said it to my cousin. Now he's like, yeah, probably right. Is that you can just see it happening, like the way that it's like Michael Voss didn't get extended. All the people around him are brand new. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, see you later. And there's a new coach. They couldn't get who they wanted. There was 4 big names that they went for. They all said no. Why did they say no? Probably because, like, what are you guaranteeing? Everything's up in air. You got was up until next year, 35 players out of contract. So there's going to be a lot happening tomorrow. I'm sure that there'll be a lot covered. Sam Edmund, he's good Carlton supporter. So he'll be, all across it. Check out AFL Trade Radio tomorrow. We'll be live tomorrow night. Yeah, I'll see if we can get a host. Wonder who we're going to get. The usual suspects. I actually want new people. So if there's anybody in the chat that wants to join, I think we'll be on at about, let's go 8 o'clock. What do you reckon, 8 o'clock tomorrow night?
Yeah, 8 o'clock's good.
8 o'clock tomorrow night. Brown paper trades, emergency meeting style again. And if you haven't hit the like button, make sure you smack the like button. Also tonight, as you can see in your bottom left-hand corner, my bottom right, Unfiltered with Rocco and Andy in about 8 minutes. So make sure you get across to that one. If you stay on, if you're going to get off, well, then it is what it is. Glory Hunters, I think, will be on Thursday night. It'll be like a half an hour to 45-minute show. We'll preview the next week's game week. Again, if you want TJP merch, TJP, check thejumperpunch.com.au, all merch there. And I think we're going to be changing a few T-shirts up. Something new for this next year and going into next year as well. Only Carlton, I heard that you've got a YouTube channel.
Yeah, I've got a YouTube channel.
Yourself? Go
yeah,
right
I'll
ahead.
plug myself. Only Carlton on YouTube. Started a while ago. Look, I haven't uploaded much, but there's plenty of stuff coming in the off season, I promise. Jesse Motlop's biggest supporter. Gotta get Jesse Motlop on the channel. You guys never know. So yeah, we'll do a I have a series called Blue Voices where I get Carlton people on. We'll have a good guest next week. So make sure you guys tune into that as well.
I love it. Yeah, make sure you get across to that after this. Go subscribe. Go watch the interview with Andy from the Monday Blues, which is a really good chat, actually. Honest, good. I enjoyed the chat. Good hour chat. But watch it after Unfiltered. People are going to be Carltoned out.
Yeah, no.
How many Carlton content creators are there? I think it's a great thing. I think we've got the best community in the league. There's a whole host of people, a whole host of opinions. Whether you're right or wrong, everyone thinks they're right. And no one thinks they're wrong. Don't worry, I'm wrong plenty of times, and I admit it. I love to admit it, and I like to eat my humble pie every now and again. If I get it wrong, that means we're doing well. So, make sure you check out all of everything across every channel. I know Terry's doing his BA as well. I know we're cross-pollinating and all that. So, yeah, it's good. It's good. Is it a good time to be a Carlton supporter? Oh, I don't know. The past 30 years has been fucking bleak.
I think content-wise, it's great, bro. Everyone provides something different.
Content-wise, I don't think you won't find a better community nearly in the world, mate. Nearly in the world. We put up with so much shit for so long. And we'll leave on this one. Rocco Moro, my wife wants a divorce. She says I spend too much time on the computer. Imagine this 60-year-old bloke, just a wog, just a wog, turning on the computer. I remember my dad saying, I'm never going to turn on a computer. I don't think he still has. But he came to the live show with Fev and all that. He's like, fuck, it was really good. Now he watches the Jumper Punch every week.
Hey, I'll put up an example of how good the community is. I met Rocco Moro a month ago, and we had a beer. Bro, I'm 20 years old now, and Rocco's like, I think he's like 50 plus, 55. So in what other scenario am I going to have a beer with Rocco Moro? So it's a great community. Connect with everyone. Get around.
He nearly got into a punch on with with Bo over in WA. Like, come on, man. And now he even knows 6 and 7s, man. Like, come on. He's 5 and 7, but 6 and 7s. And I hope pick 67 is a gun this year. I hope pick 67. And he wears 67 too. That would be imagine. Like a love, the ultimate troll. But yeah, make sure you check us out. Drop a like if you're watching this after the live has ended. Make sure you drop a comment. Always love to hear what you're saying. And actually, we might have a special guest on the weekend. Equality might be joining us. You would love his input. If you read his comments down below, mate, like theses, they're huge. So yeah, I'm going to get him on the show as well, and we're going to have a chat. So yeah, there's not much more we can say. We can only wait now. Yeah, you got yours.
Oh, no, we're doing one. He's ready to suplex Charlie Curnow.
I can't wait to. He's going to fucking scare everyone, bro. Bobbleheads, fucking merch, fucking propaganda machine. Thank you to everyone again. Love you and leave you. Make sure you stay on the TJP channel, Unfiltered, right now with Rocco and Andy. And make sure you check out Bada Bing History with Rocco. I'm going to tell him to start recording in landscape instead of fucking portrait. I'm going to tell him. I'm looking at him like, bro, I got black bars both sides. I'm like, come on, man. That is the old Wagganing. Can't believe he's my father-in-law. Well, to be my father-in-law. Fuck it. Great chat. Atush, only Carlton. Love you. Leave you. We'll love and leave everybody in the chat. Mars, you're Nick Watson. Jesus, what am I, the wizard? On that bombshell, go Blues. And again, fuck Charlie Curnow. I can't wait. I'm going to be in both forward pockets next year. And I'm going to alternate each quarter and give it to your life, cuz. Both.
I am a revolutionary. I am Dead freaking Rollins.
Bloke's lost the plot.
I've lost.
Yeah, no, it's what Curnow leaving does.
Wait up. This is for Zach R. Wait up. Because I know he's saying,
am I crashing out? Hell yeah, I'm crashing out. But I'm locked in.
you. Love you and leave it. Thank you to everyone. See you later.